Sup guys, all things considered I am feeling good. I just took probably the biggest shit I've ever taken in my entire life. I mean, I'm thinking, before I narrate now, I'm just going to have a shit every time, because it just feels good. It really does. So I got standard against some Serbi guy, I forget his name, Urahara it was. And he leads with a Charizard and it outspeeds me, so it's scuffed. And it's some kind of like, pseudo Moltres set, but I like it, it works. Obviously, because he's 5-6 up right now. So I know he's scuffed and I know he's locked into that overheat and he's not going to be able to stay in. So I go to the Ment and I'm just going to Draco Meteors on the switch. Which will hit anything, not steal, really hard. So yeah, I got my A2 results back today. I did not do well. Got casually ungraded mark in my business and my statistics maths. I got a B in media and a C in mechanics, but that is like the best I do. So this guy, he gets into a Porygon and I get the Draco Meteor miss, which is nice because that sets things off for how this battle is going to go. So then I swap into my Steelix and he predicts the Draco Meteor again and goes into Fortress. So I just get my rocks up, he gets his up and I'm not too bothered, I have a spinner. So he's playing me pretty badly right now, and I need to get rid of them rocks because I have a Mence, a Zapdos, and a Swellow. So I go to my spinner. Need Toxics, which is a nice little play on his part, predicting the old switch there. So I won't complain. Where am I? Oh yeah, so I get hurt by poison. I'm just gonna spin here, and I know that Fortress is gonna have rapid spin, which is pretty gay. Pretty bad play by me there. And then I make another retarded play, and I'm thinking Fortress is such a pussy, it'll just take damage if it's special. But that is not actually the case. So I whip out an Urahara, and he... Actually, it works alright, because I think he goes for Toxic. Yeah, he does, predicting the switch, so that wasn't too bad. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to Toxic again, just in case, and that toxic damage on me is racking up now, so time to leave. Ooh, casual stylus there. Oh, so I swap out into my scuffed Zapdos, and he's scuffed because it be cold. Oh, and he does go for the Toxic prediction, but misses, so I don't care, I misses Draco Meteor, he can fuck himself. So I know he's going to switch because he's going to know I'll have Heat Wave, so I just go for a casual T-Bolt. And he does switch into a Hariyama, and I actually hacks this cunt over quite badly. I don't feel bad because it happens to me, but still, I don't want to win like that, or even worse, lose like that. So I get the Para Hacks, that's a 3-hit KO, so I'm like, what can Hariyama really do to me? So I'm just going to stay in, whipping out some T-Bolts. So yep, T-Bolt puts him in red and he gets the Power Hacks, which is unfortunate for him. And then for some reason here he goes for Protect. I don't see what he's possibly going for, but he goes for it, giving him some lefties, but of course that won't stop me from taking it out. If he was going to do that, at least go for the Protect there again, so he might get some kind of quad Protect and actually live another one. Moving forward, we're moving forward. So he goes back into his Charizard, and I know it's scuffed at this point, so I'm thinking we're either at a speed tie or he's going to be jolly. So I stay in and just go for Thunderbolt because it'll be super effective. And he goes for an overheat, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm going to die. That was a retarded play. But I didn't really have anything to take the overheat, so meh. And I actually live just, and the Thunderbolt takes him out. So staying in actually turned out to be a good play. I don't know if he got like min damage there and I should have died, but worked out well for me. Which it rarely does, so good times all round, except for him. So yeah, he's thinking, and he goes into his Porygon. And I reckon I wall this Porygon pretty well with my Steelix, who is gummy, because he's not all that tough. Badass. And he goes for an Ice Beam, does nothing, so I know he's going to try that next time on me old Zapdos. So I'm going to get my rocks up again. And he's going to go into his fortress. And this fortress was the bane of my existence. I mean, I wanted this Zed so bad. I could have swept like a boss if this fortress wasn't here. Get out on the hill. So, yep. Lefties, I swap into my Zapdos again. And he goes for a Stealth Rock. See, that was quite good by me because I wouldn't have been able to come in on a Stealth Rock. And I'd have to span it away, which was hassle. So I go for the Heat Wave now, hoping he'd think I'd go for a T-Bot and stay in. And that actually ended up being quite stupid, because I reckon I could have 2-hit KO'd this with Thunderbolt. Having the old stab on my side. Oh, I'm still feeling good about that shit though. That can put you in a good mood no matter what kind of mood you're in. So I'll go for it again just because I can't be asked to go to Steelix and then have to spin the rocks away if I want to come back in. And he actually goes for recover. And he could have been a dick and recover stalled me, but he didn't really do it. Like he was just, I think he was just predicting the switch there. So yeah, I just go for another Heat Wave and he kills me off with the Iced Beams. Yeah, man. Yeah. So yep, that's what happens there. And that Porygon 2 shouldn't be that hard to take out. I'm pretty sure my Ment can kill it from here even. So yeah, that is what I'll do. Oh, it's not what I do, sorry, pardon my retardation. So I go to my Claydol, I think I'm going to get Spin Off. Which is always good news on Ting. And here comes in the fucking Fortress, which is the bane of my existence. So I get a casual Spin Off. I'm changing this song, I'm bored of it. Oh, that's a little bit grimy, we like that. Badass. So, right now, I'm just shitting my pants. They can't touch this Fortress. I have my Ment with Fire Blast, and that is all. So, I bring the old guy in, get the very important Intimidate on him. And he gets a Toxic on my Ments. Didn't matter all that much, but actually, it might have, I don't know. It was a very close game. Oh, that is grimy shit. So he switches out as I go for Fire Blast, killing the Porygon 2. I was quite surprised, didn't miss if I'm honest. Dicketing, never been a dicketing. He goes into Zapdos now, and I think he was like trying to bait the Draco Meteor, so then his Fortress could come in and like live off -2 Fire Blast. But I didn't want to risk the fact being out like slower and he might have HP Ice, so I just go straight into my Steelix. And he gets the old Spin Off and I roar away like a dick. Find out his last Pokemon's Haunchcrow, so he's got a Zapdos and a Haunchcrow. I am pretty sure I can Oko both of those with Swellow. This Fortress will wall the Swellow obviously. So I just need to kill this Fortress and bring in Swellow for the win. So I roar again, and that was quite stupid of me, really. So I get my rocks up again, and this time I'm going to switch to a Ment on the predicted Rapid Spin. But he actually puts his own rocks up, I think. Yeah, he does. So that's pretty gay. So I go for Fire Blast, and I get the miss, and that would have, like, you know, that would have been the Fortress gone. That would have been good times, but I get no such luck. And so then I go for Fire Blast again, and I get the miss, and then for some reason he goes for a Pain Split, and he actually heals me, but of course I would have preferred the Fire Blast to hit, because then I would have won, probably. So now he switches out, and the Fire Blast hits the Haunchcrow. And that goes into Deep Red, and I don't want to be Sucker Punched, or, like, after a Sucker Punch, the poison will kill me, I'm sure of it. So I go into this, get the Sucker Punch prediction right, but the Night Slash is going to kill me from here, and I don't get a chance to get my rocks off. Or get my Rapid Spin off to get rid of his rocks. And he gets a crit there, I'm not sure if it mattered, I can't be asked to calculate, I doubt it. So then I bring in the old Swellow, and I was just going to U-turn out and go to Ments. He gets a Sucker Punch off, and that actually kills me, because he's Life Orbed. So he goes down as well, and all I've got left is a Steelix and a Mince. So I go into my Steelix, and I'm just like, alright, live a heat wave, blow up in his face. And that's exactly what happens. So I'm okay with that. I blow up, he goes down, so now it's Fortress v Mince, and Mince is gonna die on the Stealth Rocks in, and I would have won if I'd lived the Stealth Rocks. So